Good morning, guys. It is 9:52. I had an early start to my morning. I got an oil change scheduled for 8 a.m. this morning, so I've been up since probably 6:30, 6:40. I was kind of tossing and turning. Couldn't really sleep. I laid in bed till probably 7:20 or so. And then I got up and hurriedly got ready and went to get my oil changed. It took about 45 minutes, so not bad. And it was only $50, which I thought was pretty good because the last time Justin was getting his oil changed at the same place, it would change all the time. And I don't understand why, but sometimes it would be, like $65, which isn't terrible. And then other times it'd be like 120 and we'd be like, what's the difference? And they're like, I don't know. So it was kind of weird, but we live in a smaller town. There's not a lot of places other than Walmart and a couple other places to get your oil changed. So I just decided to go to them, and it's a Toyota dealership. So, it's a good place to get your Toyota car's oil changed, right? So anyway, did that. And then I got a McDonald's order dropped off. It was, I believe, $6 and some change for a couple miles. And right after I got that order dropped off, I got this really good Spark offer. It's 3 curbside drops, way smaller than the one I did the other day for almost the same amount. So, or no, I think that one was 41 or something. So anyway, 3 pretty small drops. One's just some toddler clothes, and then the other 2, I think, were around 20 items each, and they're just, grocery stuff. One person did get, I think, 4 6-packs of bottles of Coke, but those aren't that bad to carry or anything, so should be pretty easy. Anyway, the pickup is in 2 minutes. I'm already here in the parking lot. I'm gonna move over to the pickup here in just a minute and we'll get loaded up. Walmart order done. It was pretty easy. Like I said, the first order that I dropped off was 2 bags. That's it. Second order was, it was probably maybe like 10 to 12 bags, so nothing too crazy. I didn't get a picture of the second drop off because he did come out. He was in a wheelchair and he came out right when I was taking the picture, and so I got part of him in the picture, and I didn't want to put him on blast. And I talked to him for a second, so I forgot to screenshot it anyway, because I could have blurred him out or something, I guess. But nice guy, older man. And then the third drop off was a pin required, so I didn't get a picture of that one either. So I got a Wendy's order. It was pretty good. I believe it was like $8, or maybe I'm making that up. I don't remember exactly. I just remember it was pretty decent. I got that dropped off, and then I got a $7 pharmacy offer on Spark, which I declined. And then I got a no tip offer for McDonald's. I am on Earn by Time, but again, there's a way you can see the tips. And yeah, I saw that there wasn't a tip. I didn't get the freaking screenshot. I didn't see it pop up. Maybe I accidentally touched the screen or something, but I'll put it on screen how much it paid. I don't imagine it was more than $2 or $3 because it was pretty much ready when I got there. So there wasn't much waiting around for the order or anything, and it wasn't a very far distance. Went and had my lunch, edited a video. It's 4 o'clock now, but I came back out after lunch and editing, and I got a Doordash order. It was a hand it to me. Well, actually, it was a leave at the door, but he came out and grabbed it from me. Nice guy. Then I got just a small, I think it was like 8 items maybe, $16 shop from Walmart. I got that done, and it's now 4 o'clock, so I'm gonna leave my apps on for maybe 10 more minutes or so, and then I'm probably gonna head home. So let's see if we can snag up one last decent order for the day. Well, as soon as I ended that clip, I did manage to get a McDonald's order, so on my way to pick it up, and this will be our last order of the day. It is Monday. We did go out and dash over the weekend, but I literally only got a couple offers. We didn't go out on Saturday at all. We went out yesterday evening and just got a couple offers. Nothing exciting. So anyway, it's now Monday. I got a couple offers on Doordash this morning. I'm home from my lunch break. You can probably hear the microwave, but got a couple offers on Doordash this morning. They were both not good. Well, I don't know about the first one. I was on Earn by Time. The first one I didn't recognize, and it was going like 5 miles, and so I was like, didn't feel like doing it, so I just declined it. It could have been good. It could have had a good tip on it. I don't know. I just didn't want to do it. And then I got another order on Earn by Time, and I know it was a no tip order. I know exactly where it was going. I know exactly who it was going to. And it was a hand it to me, and I used to know this person, and so I don't want to have to interact with them. Nothing, no ill will or anything like that happened. I don't know. I'm awkward, I guess. But anyway, plus it had no tip, like I said. And I know that because I've gotten their order several times since I've been dashing during the day now, and it's never had a tip on it. Never, not once. So anyway, I declined that one as well. And then I finally got a Walmart Spark order, and it was for 2 customers, but one of them literally just got 2 bags of mixed candy, like for Halloween. And the other one was like 10 items, I think. I think it was 12 items total for $20. So I decided to take it. And it wasn't too bad. The second person's order was really easy, quick to shop for. The bags of candy, though, were annoying. I don't know about your guys' Walmart, but mine, they're not where they're supposed to be. All the candies, like, it doesn't, like, you know how it shows you where exactly it is on the shelves? None of them were in the right place. It took me a few minutes of searching for the first bag of candy before I found it. The second one was not too bad. I actually found that one fairly quick. So anyway, once I got that done, it was a smooth, easy process, and I got them both delivered. And now I came home to have my lunch. So I'm going to take my little lunch break, and then we'll get back out. All right, guys. Well, I have done 2 Doordash orders. One was CVS, one item shop. $8 I think it paid. It was very easy and quick. And then I got a McDonald's order. I think it was like $5 and some change, going a couple miles. I got that delivered, and as I was dropping it off, I got a $41 Walmart curbside order. Y'all know I'm not the biggest fan of curbside orders just because it's not really in our control, like shopping for the items and stuff. You know, I like to be in control, knowing that I'm getting the customer what they asked for or their substitutions or whatever, and knowing that I'm not missing anything because I was in control of the shopping. You know what I mean? So anyway, I get to Walmart, I get loaded up pretty quickly, no problem there. I go to drop off the first order, which is the biggest order, and she was outside with her husband and her daughter, and they asked me to just pull it up to the wagon. I had it in the wagon. Pull it up to the garage and just start putting it all right there by the garage, and they would take it in. And I was like, perfect. So I get the first load in my wagon. She did get like 2 24-packs of Cokes and like 3 12-packs, so that was in the first round with the wagon, and then the second round was like the grocery items. But anyway, when I first pull up the wagon to the garage, she's like, can you help me with something? And she's like, you might not know, but she's like, I thought I'd ask. And I was like, oh god. So she pulls out her phone, and she was like, it shows I ordered 65 items, and she was like, but it says that in this delivery I'm getting 53 items. And she was like, why is that? And I was like, oh man, I don't know. I was like, I didn't shop for this one. I just am the delivery driver, you know. I was like, I can try to look at your phone and see if I can help you make sense of it, you know, or whatever. Because she had her phone out and was showing it to me. And so we were looking, and she did order 5 things that are like being shipped from Walmart.com. So that wouldn't be in this, you know, order. So then that would be, you know, she ordered 65. So subtract the 5 that are coming from Walmart.com. So that would still be 60 items. And then it showed 3 items were substituted, but she would still be getting those. They were just substituted. So I didn't see anywhere else that showed why she would only be getting 53 items today. So I'm not really sure. It was confusing. I've never ordered on the app myself. So I wish I could have been more help to her, and I told her that, and I apologized, and she was very understanding. She was like, oh, it's not your fault at all. I was like, can you go to your like order history and see what you ordered versus what you're getting? And she was like, no. She was like, you used to be able to do that, but she was like, I don't know if they updated the app or what. And she was like, now it just shows what they shopped for, you know, and what's getting delivered. And she was like, so I wouldn't have a clue what was missing if anything is missing. And I was like, oh wow, that's kind of strange. There's got to be a way. Maybe she just was missing it. And like I said, I have never ordered, so I wouldn't know how to work the app to find that. And I didn't want to like grab her phone and just start touching stuff. I was just watching her as she was trying to show me. But yeah, I just apologized, and I told her that what I would do is, you know, once you get your groceries in, if you feel like you're missing anything, I would contact the local store. Please don't contact Spark. Please don't report missing items, because it will probably come back on me. That's how it works, unfortunately. That's why I don't love curbsides. Hopefully all is well with that. I guess we'll see in the next couple days. If nothing happens, I'm probably safe. But anyway, the second order was a bag of dog food, a small bag, some eggs, paper plates, and some protein drinks. Very easy. 1 trip to the door. Third order was also 1 trip to the door. It was probably like 12 bags. Nothing too crazy. easy drop-offs, and well worth the $41. Good morning, guys. It is the next day. I did go out last night and just did one quick little Doordash order. I think it was $5. It was only 2 drinks from McDonald's, and it was only going probably 5 blocks from McDonald's. It was really, really quick and easy. Yeah, that was it. Then we came back home. So that's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see y'all in the next one.